What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Holding the Road. Mr. Gray Fox, Big Bad Harold. Today, we have the pleasure of sitting down with award-winning graphic designer, KG. KG, what's happening, good brother?
Hey, not much, man, not much. Chilling.
Check it out, man. Hey, look here. Before we get the party started, we like to ask all our guests, top 5 MCs all time, bro.
Top 5 MCs?
Top 5.
Man, y'all gonna hate me.
Well, you say we're going to hate you?
Y'all gonna hate me.
Hey, trust us.
So, and I say top 5 based off of like the music I've listened to throughout my life. So I'm gonna say Big, Pac, Wayne, Kendrick and Drake.
He went old and new, so
yeah. Okay. Yeah, we gonna hate you for it.
It's your opinion.
What we usually do is give people Big and Pac. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna throw you a curve.
Take it off.
All right, so take Big and Pac off?
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna throw you a curveball right off the top.
All right.
Give me your top Pac song. What's your number 1 song from Pac?
All Eyes on Me. That's my favorite one.
Okay. Yeah, I like that album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My personal favorite is Staring at the World Through My Review.
Okay.
And I Wonder If Heaven Got to Go.
My cousin a bigger Pac fan than I am. I'm more of a bigger fan, but
Okay. Well, give me your top Big song.
my top Big song, Big Papa. That's my favorite.
Big Papa?
Yeah, that's my favorite. I like the whole Notorious album, but
Okay. My favorite
I got
is
fond memories with Big Papa.
Yeah, I got a story to tell.
I like that one too.
Yeah. I love that.
I like that one too. I even like how they did the
It was put
remastered
together
album.
real good.
Yeah. What about you, Harold? While we, you know what I'm saying? What's your favorite Pac song?
Probably the one Dead Mama to His Mama. That probably is one of my favorite ones.
All right. What's your favorite Big song?
Besides Big Papa, I really don't know, to be honest. Because I always like Pop more than Biggie, so it's kind of hard for me. I don't really know.
Hey, now one day we're gonna have to ask Harold his top 5.
Yeah.
Hey, KG. Now you from Tallahassee?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay.
Yeah.
What school you went to?
Sure, I list them. I went to Oak Ridge for kindergarten.
Okay.
No, I went to Oak Ridge for pre-K. Went to Woodville for the rest of elementary.
Oh,
went
you
to,
down there in the country.
Yeah, went to Nels Middle School. I got my name up there on the little placard in the gym. We won the championship.
Oh, you there when they won? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, won it in what?
Basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
What position you played?
I played power forward.
Oh, okay.
I was tall in middle school.
Okay. Yeah.
Then got to high school. I played at RIAA. Played football, basketball, track, soccer, weightlifting, did all that. So.
Oh yeah, Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Class of what?
08.
Class of 08. That's what's up. Now, from there you went to
Purdue University.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Went down on a football scholarship. Played my first year as a special teamer. A little bit of corner. I played cornerback. I don't know. I don't look like it.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
But yeah, I played corner and in college. I was ranked like 33rd in the nation.
Oh, that's good. Hey.
Like 9, like top 10 in the state.
Yeah.
So played there, played against like Oregon, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, plays Central Michigan when they had AB. Yeah.
Yeah. You talking about Psycho Man?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my boy too. That's my boy too. He one of my favorite players of all time. It's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, he was fine. Man.
Yeah.
Right. So what? I mean, what happened with that experience, man? You got hurt?
Nah, it was a pretty good. It was a different experience, just for a whole lot of reasons. But when I was up there, I realized that, or not at that time. This is like later after that, I realized I had sleep apnea. So in the moment of being in college, I would like come back to my dorm, try and get some rest. I ended up sleeping through my classes. So they thought I was just skipping classes and fucking off or whatever. But I was
Yeah,
I was asleep. I was knocked out.
Yeah.
So I went to the media team about it, the med team about it, and they didn't really do much. They didn't look too further into it. They just felt like I was skipping. So ended up losing the scholarship.
Damn.
Damn.
And you come back to the crib.
Yeah, well, I went to North Carolina A&T first.
Mm-hmm.
Played
HBCU?
there. Yeah, HBCU. Played there. Didn't really like the experience there.
What was that?
It just
Did it feel the same?
culture shock going from D1 to
Yeah.
D1 AA. Didn't really.
Couldn't wrap your mind around
The
it.
amenities wasn't near the same.
Right.
The experience, like the mindset the players had, wasn't the same. Culture
Okay.
wasn't the same.
Now that
So,
should have been definitely a big deal. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was different. Like I had a good defensive back coach at A&T, but I just overall the experience as a player wasn't really good.
So you kind of like.
Like, I just kind of fell out of love with it. So ended up coming back home and teaching myself graphic design.
That's what's up.
Let's go back to A&T.
Yeah.
Now, the mindset. What you just you just didn't see the same passion from D1 to the HBCU, because that's kind of like a big conversation right now.
You see it, but it's different. Like, it's in different areas. Like I tell people, like HBCUs had the athletes to compete, but like Dion said, the trench players aren't really there.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So, and then on top of that, in my opinion, I feel like whereas college coaches, D1 coaches teach you techniques and skills not only to win in the conference, they teach you skills that'll help you on the next level. That's not there at the HBCUs. I feel like.
You think it's because the quality of coaches? Because I know the quality is different. Yeah.
Well, that could play a part in it. I think when you get something like tape fam,
Okay.
so how they just had
Willie.
He's somebody that played D1, so he understands what it takes to get to the next level, and then having that coach at HBCU and get them that insight into how to get to the next level and what it takes. You saw more FAMU players get drafted or get chances to be in the NFL. That's my opinion. So you didn't see a lot of that. Or I didn't see a lot of that at A&T. Like, when I was there, only one player went to the league, and he went on the practice team, and he ain't made the team. So, and no hate to him because he was a good player. I don't want nobody to see this and be like, he hate. But
You showing the difference. Fam. Yeah.
So I feel like if he had my wide receiver coach at Purdue wasn't awesome. I mean, he was good enough to coach D1, but he wasn't sending receivers to the league.
True.
He had one good receiver, I think, that could have went, but for some reason he didn't go. I feel like if he had his coaching, he probably would have went because he had all the intangibles. He wasn't a super fast guy, but he can catch the ball, make tough catches, good route runner.
Okay.
Like, I think it's just little things that would have helped him get to the next level if he would have had that coaching.
The right person around him,
yeah.
That was kind of a problem in Tallahassee for a while as far as high school-wise. A lot of people weren't putting out your tape and certain stuff like reaching out to recruits. That was a bad taste in a lot of athletes' mouth in Tallahassee, man. And that, it just, I guess it branched on to college.
I never really got into it, but when I played at Rick, I think it was some teammates that had the same sentiment.
Yeah,
okay.
I know. I know some of them people. Yeah, I know.
With Blake, yeah. So yeah.
I thought that once you get a scholarship, it's for the whole ride, but it's not like that.
It's not like that. That's what people think.
Yeah,
it's not like that.
Checks and balances. The whole
time.
So it's not guaranteed the whole 4 years. So what happens is you get your scholarship, you go up there, you go to your classes, you perform on the field, And at the end of the year, they do an evaluation. So they can be like, we don't think it's going to work out. We're going to cut this and we're going to help you go somewhere else. Or they're going to keep you on and then you just end up getting buried.
Figure it out, yeah.
Most times, people can just get buried on the depth chart. So,
Yeah, but you still get to go to a,
yeah,
you know.
you're still on scholarship and all that stuff. They feel like once they see your potential and they bring in, it's like they see your potential and then they base it, bringing on new players and where you stack up against the new players they're bringing in.
Okay.
So if they start building their team with the players that they want to build and you're just not competing on their level, you get buried on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Or you play special teams. But
Right.
that's pretty much.
How many years was you up there in Purdue?
I was up there one. So like I went out there with the mindset, I was already pretty fast. Like I ran like a 20, what was it, 22-1 in the 200. I was a pretty fast guy, so my thing was to just get stronger. So I went out there 175. By the time the season started, I was 200.
So you was up there eating good.
Hitting them weight.
Eating, working out, like breakfast and dinner was mandatory.
Right.
So you missed breakfast and dinner, they made you run that practice.
Yeah.
So went up there, we did camp, and I was honestly, and coming out of high school, I was in such good shape. You know, they do the condition test. You had to do like a 600-yard shuttle or something like that.
Okay.
So, and we had to make it under a certain time. So I ran my first one so good, I ain't really have to try my second one. And from there, you know, we did the whole camp thing. I think one of our players got hurt that was second string. So they brought me up, and I practiced. First play, got a pick, and then it was on from there.
Yeah.
So I want to say by like the second or third week, like, man, I was doing everything I needed to do. I was getting off blocks, covering right, learning the defense and all that, and then we had our first scrimmage. They threw a screen play to a receiver, get off the block, made the tackle, everybody hype.
Yeah.
Come back, cover two, they run our slot. This is when I realized the players are bigger than they were in high school.
Yeah.
This is what I realized. So cover two, I'm playing corner. They run the slot on the out. You know, you got to sit there, and this the knockout the corners be waiting for.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect shot. Yeah.
Man, they threw it. I drove down, went for the big hit, and both of us bounced off. And he a receiver now.
Yeah.
So, man, I get up, lightheaded, everything bright.
Yeah.
You done ran up the
I
cage.
get to the sideline. I'm trying to stand up, and man, I was like, nah, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I got my first concussion, so
Oh man.
I
Yeah.
had to sit out for like a week, and ended up from definite playing time at second string to
Dang. Yeah.
Man.
Fighting for a
to
spot
special,
again. Yeah.
to special teams. So,
Yeah.
So I mean, at least I made the traveling team, so that was good. You know,
You was at
and
all
people,
games. Yeah.
and people don't understand that too. So
Me either. I never even heard of that.
It's a college football team can have up to like 120 players,
Right.
but on away games, only 60 of them players can go. Home games, it's only 70 something can go. So your goal is to at least dress and be on
And
the
be at the
sideline.
game. Yeah.
Right.
Opportunity.
So
Right.
yeah, because anybody could go down and
you
they
in.
got to see you in there.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Never knew that. As much as I like college sports, I mean, as much as I like football and sports,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I never knew that. Yeah.
It's something like the NFL, how you got practice teams and all that.
Yeah.
Now, you got the NIL deals, and now they about to come up with a situation where every player gets paid. How you feel about that?
About time.
But oh yeah, I agree with that 100%, man.
When I played up there at Purdue, I had. Luckily, my parents was blessed enough to send what they could, and like me and my roommate, he had some pretty well off parents.
Okay.
Mine was all right. They wasn't like mine was all right.
Yeah.
So like we get there, I think his parents bought us a fridge, so we had a fridge. My parents helped stock it up.
Okay.
And then from there, like each month, my parents would send like this big ass box, probably about that big, full of snacks.
Yeah.
Just like pretzels, Viennas, chips, like all that stuff was just in there. And then I had a teammate who was from Georgia who parents couldn't really send nothing like that. So he's just up there, and like what happens was you got mandatory breakfast, you might be able to get lunch. And that's like if you got the time to get lunch. And we had mandatory dinner. And breakfast, dinner, you can eat with as much as you want. But it's over at like 8 o'clock. We've been running, practicing, lifting weights all day, all week. And on top of going to class and all that stuff. So we burn that shit like right off. So late night, it's like 10, 11, you still hungry. They gave us a little student ID card that had like maybe $30 on it. We can go to this little underground cafe that was under our dorm and get some stuff there, but it's $30.
You don't go that far,
Yeah, and that's from like then until I want to say like the end of the semester or maybe end of the month or something like that. So you run through that, and now you just you got to figure out how you gonna eat.
Yeah.
So and then on top of that, like I said, when I went out there, I was 175. I jumped to 200 before the season started, and then during the season, I got up to like 210. So you can imagine what like some of these linemen who was 270 something, they jump up to 320
easily.
Yeah, now they done jumped the whole like range of clothes, so now they got to buy clothes, stuff that they came up with don't fit.
That's more money.
That's more money, and a lot of them players don't have that. And then if you think about, I forget the point guard from UConn that got drafted. I think it was like Napier or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And they was talking about during the championship how he was sleeping in his car. Like it's players that
they
have
got
to do that.
Yeah, they got to grind.
You know, you get the Pell Grant. The Pell Grant don't pay you enough for rent for the whole semester, and you.
Yeah.
And they on scholarship?
And they on scholarship. So, and what the thing is, they only pay for your dorm, I want to say like the first or second year, and that's how they did it with us. So your freshman, sophomore year, you could stay in the dorm.
Okay.
Freshman, you had to stay in the dorm. Sophomore year, it was a choice. Junior, senior, you can't stay in the dorm no more.
You're off campus,
Yeah. So that's what it was.
Damn. So I know you spoke about sleep apnea.
Yeah.
I got sleep apnea. Man, let me tell you something. For probably about 8 years, I couldn't get no more than like 4 hours of sleep.
Right. I was waking up every hour.
That's what I'm saying. Then I wake up choking and shit like that, you know what I mean? Feeling like I might have to vomit or something like that. You know, I mean, it had done got to a point where I was scared to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Man. You like it's some people that know that's been around me when I didn't have the machine.
I got a CPAP.
Yeah. I got a BiPAP.
Okay.
You got what now?
A BiPAP. So they say it's stronger than the CPAP.
Wow.
Because mine's, the report said I was in like the top 1% of people that had like bad cases of sleep apnea.
Okay.
Like I had 106 events, and they say 60 is like just terrible.
Yeah, when they monitor you while you were asleep, you had a lot.
They said 60 is bad. I had 106.
Yeah.
So, like it's artists that I work with, like that I'm friends with. I've been to studio sessions with them and crashed right at the studio.
Yeah.
Like all of y'all know Quincy Harris. He a producer here in town.
Okay.
Somebody
man,
mentioned. I think Dale's
Yeah.
mentioned.
Man, he took a video of me on Snapchat. Like, I'm passed out. Saw it long.
Yeah.
In the studio. So, like, I don't think people realized how bad it was. They thought I just had the drops. But
Tired of lazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. I had my wife, her friend. This is before we got married. Her friend had wrote her a long message talking about how she just thought I was lazy and I didn't work or none of that because she would come over and I would be asleep.
Yeah.
And she was just like, I don't like that. I think he ain't good,
Is
but-
a friend?
Yeah.
Man, shit. How in the hell you gonna come to my house?
Talking shit.
And it was like, and we had to like, she had to tell him like, he work overnight, he do all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he gonna
He gonna
pass
be
out.
tired. Yeah, he gonna be tired. Oh yeah.
So, man, she ain't supposed to her. So it's a good.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah. You know, that's a friend you need to stay away from. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Man, let me tell you something. I used to snore. Man, I'm trying to tell you. I used to snore so bad, I couldn't sleep with my old lady at the time. I had to sleep downstairs so she could get some sleep.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Mine had to go to sleep before me.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I sleep, wake up with a headache. You know, for the little time I could sleep. But
That
yeah,
was
man.
the worst.
Headaches,
Headaches.
Yeah.
Waking up every hour, I got to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like it's yeah. Got that machine. I've been good ever since.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Me too. Changed my life, man.
I don't sleep without it.
I can't sleep without it. Yeah. When the storm just came through here,
Yo, you hot?
I got that.
I went to the Sheraton.
Yeah. Okay.
I had to go to a hotel. I couldn't sleep, man.
Yeah.
I
couldn't
told
You
you.
told me about it. Yeah.
I couldn't sleep, man.
Head hurt, hot,
Yeah.
can't breathe. Worse is the headaches, man. The
Yeah,
headaches is,
absolutely.
Because they keep cutting your air off when you go to sleep. So yeah.
Like I say, man, I just pop up. You know what I mean? Because for one, I done stopped breathing. I feel like I'm choking. So I got to get up, man.
Yeah, got to.
Anybody out there listening, man, let me tell you something. Sleep apnea ain't no joke. I suggest that you go get checked and let them run that test on you and do that study and do whatever you got to do.
I'm an advocate for it.
Yes, sir.
If
Man,
you
got to
waking up every hour, you wake up with the bad headaches. Hey,
Yeah.
go get a sleep test.
Yeah. Now let's come on back to Tallahassee, man. You know what I mean? You Purdue, A&T. Now you're back in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you didn't go to TCC.
Nah.
I
went to Lively.
You went to Lively, okay, vocational school.
Yeah. But I went 5 years after I had been home in Tallahassee.
Okay.
So, like, got home, immediately went to work. Me and my girl moved in. And just, I don't know, just feeling the need to be artistic or still wanting to go to school. And I was like, man, how I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do this. I wasn't making enough to go back to school. So I was like, you know what, I got this laptop. I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna start working. I'm gonna start figuring out how to do this. So did that. Ended up doing that for like 3 or 4 years before I actually started telling people, like, hey, I do graphic design. So once that happened, probably did some work for like 2 or 3 years and noticed, like, in order for me to get the bigger jobs, like, I had people that would come to me and be like, hey, can you do this? And then, or I would try to, like, apply for graphic design jobs and then, like, you got to have the credentials. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back to school and learn how to do that at, just get the paper at Lively. Because by that time I was pretty good at it. Like, yeah. So I went there, studied there, and I was so proficient in Photoshop. The lady didn't have me go through the coursework for Photoshop. She just had me take the certification test, and I passed the certification test. So, and that's all just self-taught knowledge. And we went from there. So got my certifications and a bunch of that stuff. Ended up getting the digital design. I don't know what they call it, the diploma.
Yeah,
degree
I
or
think that's
something
what they call it. Yeah.
So, and from there, just kept networking and meeting different people. Career kept elevating, or freelance career kept elevating. And, yeah.
Where did that passion come from? Where did the graphic design passion come from?
Just having a fondness for art. So, like, as a kid, I was always into art. My grandpa he was a decent artist. I ain't gonna say decent. He was a great artist. To me, he was a great artist. I got notebooks of his stuff. Like right now, he passed, but I got a bunch of notebooks of his stuff in it that he drew of like cartoon characters, comic book characters. He was in the comics. Got all of us in the comics.
I love
my dad, my uncle, both my cousins, like all of us are in the like Marvel, Star Wars, all that stuff because of him.
Oh yeah.
So
That's dope.
yeah, so just watching him draw, like as I got older, he was teaching me like different techniques on coloring and all that stuff, and it was dope. So as I got older, like any opportunity I had to take like an art class, I would take it. And while most kids are like just trying to get through art, I was like taking it serious.
That's good. Yeah,
I was taking it serious.
Yeah,
so like everything I was making, I wanted it to look good. I wanted it to like just be presentable. And I want to say in high school, my senior year, we did like a still light drawing of teacher laid out this long table, all these white objects, shined the light on it to turn all the lights off in the class, and we just had to draw what we saw on the table. And did that. She put it in an art show. I want to say it was somewhere off over there somewhere. it was somewhere over there.
Northeast Tallahassee.
Cause I'm looking, I don't even know.
Yeah. That's north.
So yeah. But yeah, that was where the passion came from because I was just so into it, seeing my granddad do it. Was always drawing as a kid. My son do the same thing now. So I'm trying to cultivate that in him.
Yeah.
And once I got to high school, it turned into graphic design because I needed to figure out what I wanted to go to school for. That I could survive off of and make some money.
Oh yeah.
So I figure why not do something that I think I would like to do that could take care of me.
Right.
And that's how we got there.
My daughter is in school for art right now up there at Georgia State. Now, I wanted her to be an engineer, but that's a conversation for another time. You know what I mean? But yeah, she's in the art.
I mean, what kind of is it, like fine art?
I have no idea.
No.
I have no idea. I know she says art, and I don't know if it's graphic design or anything. Now we move into, how did you get in contact with Lola Brooke? How did that come about?
So I met Lola Brooke here in Tallahassee.
Okay.
So long story. It's a long story.
Take your time, good brother.
So
we ain't got to go to work.
so here we go. So a while back there was a promoter here called ICNT.
Okay.
So she decided to come up with this like artist showcase, whatever, had these DJs come through and, like just curate the event. Artists would perform, win a prize. And then I was one of the trying to get my brand out there. I was like, hey, for every artist that win, I get them a free cover art.
Okay.
So
yeah,
we was doing that. So it worked for a little bit, and then stuff started breaking down. Not on my end. Yeah. So, but in that, one of the DJs really liked my work. So he was, some years later, met this guy. He was like, hey, got these people from New York. They need some artwork. I know you dope. Come through. Let's talk. Figure out what we can do. Make it happen. So went over there, met with them. They was like, yeah, we need X, Y, Z. Can you do this? Yeah. How much it's gonna cost total? They was like, all right, we're gonna pay you X amount a month. Just come and do some stuff for us. All right, cool.
X amount a month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, after getting like close with that guy, he was like, hey, what I'm trying to do is get the owner of this management company in New York, bring all his artists out. Like, we go back, same neighborhoods, all that stuff. So, trying to get him to bring all his artists out, and it happened. They ended up performing at Coliseum, RIP Coliseum. And one of the artists was Lola Brooke.
Okay.
So, the way this whole thing went, which was crazy, it was the first time I ever worked like this, was it was probably 5 artists. Went over there to the apartment early in the morning, like 7 in the morning. I dropped my wife off, go straight over there. It's like 7 in the morning. First person wake up, load a beat, they jump on the mic, do a song, export it, they send it to me, I'm listening to it, I'm making the cover. While I'm making the cover, somebody else they loaded up another beat, they on the mic, doing a song. As soon as I get done with the cover, they send it, the new song, I'm doing the cover. We did this like all day for a week. And I had like 40, 50 covers made.
Whew, he was on it. He was on
But I liked it because it like pushed my creativity like real quick, and then it just took me to a place creatively that I had tapped in.
You had a speed run almost, so that's
You have to be professional to do.
I had a certain style, but doing that kind of opened me up to another style.
Took you outside your box, your comfort zone. Yeah.
So did that, and they ended up heading back, and then 2 of the artists stayed in contact with me. Lola was one. Then the other one, Bleezy, we used to do some stuff on and off.
Okay.
But then she just consistently stayed in touch with me. So every now and then she'll, hey, Debryne, I got a song, do the cover for it, do the cover. They'll pay me, go about our business, and I just like support her. And
that's dope.
I'm like around here playing the songs, and don't nobody really care because they don't know who she is.
Right.
But I'm like playing the songs, I'm singing the lyrics, and I do that with all the artists that I work with. Like, I get in the habit of listening to the song so much and creating the cover that I can't help but learn the words to it. Yeah, so become a fan.
Good for business too. Yeah.
I'm listening to them, and like I'm promoting it, and be on Instagram and people be like, oh, they your favorite artist? And I'm like tagging the artists I work with, that type of thing. So I think if you're an artist watching this, that's a good thing about working with me. I'm going to support you. Whether people say your music trash or not, I'm going to support you.
Yeah, you're going to support.
I.e., we're going to come back to that. But yeah, so that's what happened. And then I want to say like 2019, she hit me about this song. So sent me the song, and like I always liked her music. She was one of the few female artists that I worked with whose music I really liked because it just it was different. And now I feel like I've gotten to a point where you can tell like when somebody is making music and it's a gimmick. You can tell when somebody need to keep working on their craft, and you can tell when somebody kind of got it.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And you just kind of waiting on when other people gonna catch on.
And realize.
Yeah. And that's all they really need. And I work with a few artists that's like that. And so she was definitely one. She sent me that, did the cover for it. Definitely supported it. And on to the next song. So I think we did a couple more songs after that. And then, so I want to say 2021 came, and, I'm watching her page, followers growing. She going to different clubs performing, and engagement numbers increasing. I'm like, okay, this is dope. So then she started posting I think on TikTok, and I wasn't even on TikTok at the time. She started posting TikToks of people like doing stuff to the song. So I think the first person was Cardi. And Cardi just got a knack for supporting female artists that she liked. So that was dope. Then after that, I think it was another artist. I forgot who. Then it was an actress. Then it was like Saucy Santana. Then it was a few other people. And then I started seeing other people, like other just regular people doing stuff to the song. So I was like, okay, the song done went viral. That's dope. Then I get on Instagram one day and Northwest and Kim Kardashian did something to it. I was like, oh, shit.
She worldwide.
I was like, it's over now. She about to get signed soon or something like that. So song ended up getting on the charts. She did the remix with it with Lotto and Young Miami. And the song continued to chart. And then I want to say last summer is when it went gold.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So that was dope. And then just this past April, it went platinum.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's exactly what's up.
You don't work with a platinum artist. That's
Right,
dope,
yeah.
man.
And
That
you
is
heard
dope.
this cut before.
yeah,
The world.
anybody.
Yeah, before the world. Yeah.
And it's been dope to like hear stuff like just to be part of that because the next one was WTF by Hot Boii. I don't know if y'all know who Hot Boii is, but
I done heard somebody mention him. I don't know him, but I heard somebody mention him.
artist from I think Orlando, Tampa, somewhere around there. He dropped a song sometime, I want to say last year or the year before he got locked up, and it went viral. Like he had the NFL players coming out the tunnel to it.
What's the name of the cut?
WTF.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is a dope song, like, but I heard that song like a month before it came out, and then when it came out, just to see
What it did.
it did is crazy. 'Cause, like I said, you had like Debo Samuel was.
I was finna say in the tunnel, that one. Yeah. When they was in their playoff run, I know what you're talking about,
and it was just dope to see.
He had the
Then-
boom box, that's right. Yeah.
And then we get to Sexy Red. Like I heard Pound Town like
Early.
a month or two before that song actually came out.
You done some work on that one?
Yeah, I did the cover for Pound Town.
You did the cover for Pine Town?
Yeah.
Man, I did not know that.
My partner Wiz be in Tallahassee a lot, in and out of Florida.
Oh yeah, Wiz having yeah. So I do a lot of stuff for Wiz too.
Okay, that's what's up.
Damn, that's exactly what's up, man. Oh, damn, bro, I don't even know where to go after that, there, man. You know what I mean? But
That's what we get back to. People thinking your music trash, and I'll be supporting.
Hey, you stand in the kitchen for it. You one of them trick players for it.
My wife will tell you now. Every time somebody bring up Sexy Red, she'll be like, "Hey, chill," because my husband.
Yeah.
I be in the comments
She
fighting.
taking a lot of heat right
I be
now.
in the comments fighting tooth and nail. Don't do it like that. She cool.
She cool people, man.
Yeah. I would believe, you know what I mean, that, you know, to talk to her, she is a cool person, you know what I mean? But yeah, we ain't gonna get it.
No. We left turn.
I mean, I get it. It's a thin line between being who you are and promoting something that's unhealthy for the community.
Right.
I try not to judge.
Yeah.
I try to let people hopefully come into their realization of maybe this ain't the route.
But she got to pay her bills. It was something we talked about off camera as far as the parents shouldn't let their kids listen to it.
Yeah, and it's also a point where you shouldn't have to degrade yourself.
That's true.
Thank you, brother. See, because like I say,
That's true.
See, when you like the statement you just made, Harold,
Yeah.
I got to pay my bills. See, that's what that guy that's shoving that damn gun in your face think too. He got to pay his bills. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I get all sides of it. I'm just at a point in my life where I'm like, you know, hopefully you got the people around you saying, hey, you don't have to do this much longer. You can push something a little more better for us as a culture, as a community. Or if I'm in your circle, I'll be the one. I'm gonna bring it up a couple times,
Oh, yeah.
and then when I feel like that's not what you want to hear, I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah.
And hopefully later on you click and hear my voice back there, like
Right.
you ain't got to do this. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a good segue into my next question.
Yeah.
Because you work with kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You work with kids. Now, you Purdue,
yeah,
A&T,
yeah,
Lively. You working on your craft, but you also working at school.
right.
You know what I mean? Now, to go from I got NFL potential to now you working, you know what I mean, at an elementary school.
Yeah,
How was that transition, brother?
it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad.
yeah,
I think once I left it alone, once I told the coach, like, hey, I think I'm done playing football, I had made up in my mind that was it. So like once I got home, I played flag football, but that was just solely to stay in shape. That wasn't me living out no aspiration. That wasn't me out there telling people who I was and where I was ranked and all. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was just solely playing to stay in shape because I just like running around.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of people have trouble letting that go. You know what I mean? Especially when you have a certain type of status, people know your name, and you know what I mean. You come back, and hey, look here, bro. You have to pay your bills, and you got to get a job. You know what I mean?
See, I think one of the things with that is I could probably attribute my dad for that. It's just having the awareness of what's going on around me. Because when you do that, you can see. Like for me, it was seeing how regular people turn on athletes.
Yeah.
Like we was talking about earlier, how that they praise you one day, then take the pedestal up from up under you the next day.
Yeah.
Or how dangerous the game could get. Like I was fortunate to lead the game with no serious injuries. But I got a little brother who snapped his leg in half in high school.
Dang.
Just a regular routine play. So, like, everybody not fortunate enough to have that awareness, that insight, just to see all of that stuff. And then we talked about what I saw in college with teammates not having enough to do.
Yeah.
Just regular, like get their basic needs. Seeing how being in college football, you seeing how much of a business football gets.
True.
I had someone tell me the higher you get up in football, the more it becomes about business and the less it becomes about football. So, and you see that with how people can move. You can't say certain things when you in a certain position. You always have to be professional when the camera in your face. And like, I don't know, I'm one of them people, if I got a problem or if it's somebody to blame, like solely, I want to be able to say, it was him. It was his fault.
Hey, and the very next week you in a different color jersey.
Right, you feel me? So, and like that's talking about AB. That's one of my things with AB. Like being a fan of his, I understand he is very emotionally unintelligent. But to say he don't have the right to be angry with some of the stuff that was going on, he was in his right. Because what's crazy is I'm also a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So when people be like, "Oh, he just going crazy," it's like, nah. If you a fan and you're not an unbiased fan, you'll see what was going on.
He was dealing with a lot.
You'll see the way that they was treating Ben against everybody else. You would see, how they was just doing certain stuff. Why they didn't pay Le'Veon, I don't know. We've been catching heat for it since.
Crashing the dynasty. Ended the dynasty.
Man. So it was like crazy. So just being able to have that awareness and see that, like, that helped me make up my mind. Like, I don't. And my biggest thing is that, like, my whole career I've been getting I've been on teams where I got punished for the collective, and not playing for a while made me realize I don't like being punished for the collective.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that, man.
Like we got the run because you ain't do something. We got the up down because you ain't do something.
Yeah.
I was perfect story was at A&T. That's another reason why I ain't like A&T. So, you know, obviously you ain't supposed to be smoking.
Yeah.
So, the dorm we stayed in, the entire first floor, well, not the entire first floor. So, like, if you go down this hallway, the whole left side of the hallway had notices on their door for smoking weed. So you could smell it in the dorm. Got so bad that they had to bring dogs in
To find it.
to search the dorm.
Yeah.
Got bad after that. It's like they were still doing it. They was like
These football players?
football players.
Dang.
So they open the window, try and blow out
They don't care. Yeah.
don't care. So then after that, they put the whole dorm on curfew. Mind you, we share this dorm
Yeah. So you were part of it.
with regular students.
Yeah.
We share this dorm with regular students, so now we don't put them on curfew.
And they hate y'all.
Time.
Now they hate
Right.
you. Yeah.
Then it make it back to the coach instead of him trying to figure it out, like who doing what.
Whoever in that dorm in trouble.
He like, man, if y'all gonna do this, man, at least drink your water and get it out your system. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what we doing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was.
Do you think that the HBCU program will ever make it back to the status that they was? Because you know HBCUs used to be where it was at. If you talk to the elders, you know what I mean, before they
like,
integrated
early
the
on,
school.
HBCUs had a lot of players getting drafted and going like. Most of the I ain't gonna say most of them, but
A lot of real good
it's a lot
Hall
of
of Fame, yeah.
good Hall of Famers. Like the best receiver of all time went to
Yeah.
HBCU.
Tied in too.
You think that it'll make it back to that level
Yeah, I
of
think
where
so.
you know
I
you got
think it's
some of
on
the
that-
top recruits?
I think it's
going
on that
to-
trend now.
Yeah, yeah,
It's on
yeah.
that trend.
It's like
now.
it's on the
Especially when you
Yeah.
open it up, when they open it up to the whole college
NIL
landscape
thing,
of
too.
how it works. Like just being able to switch schools and not miss out on playing time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope. That's dope.
The NIL thing
It's
You know,
huge.
if you're a big recruit and you get NILs anyway, it don't matter what school you go.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So, and then with the help of Coach Prime, I don't care what nobody say. He really helped.
He highlighted it more.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he highlighted it. Absolutely. He did.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people that don't understand, like, but anyway, what he did, you're starting to notice it's at least 3-star players, 3-star athletes coming to HBCU, and that's never really happened.
No, not on
Yeah.
a consistent basis. Even
Yeah.
in Porter, I've been seeing a lot of them getting great people.
So I think that's the thing. And then what's happening also is that with those players that's in the portal, they're seeing how they're either being treated at the D1 schools, or the experience not what they thought it was going to be, or they're not getting the playing time because they got to wait behind so many people, or it's just the plain politics. They get there, they play their year, and then they leave and go to HBCU, and that's only going to make the competition better.
Yeah.
Now, like I say, with them paying players, do you think that's going to, keep that separation there? Because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to make the
'cause-
money that you would make at Alabama, that you
Right.
would be able to make that versus fan.
That makes sense. I don't know. I don't know. It could definitely tip the scales like it has in the past. So like bigger schools like Hampton for sure.
Yeah.
FAMU.
Yeah.
Maybe Bethune. Maybe Norfolk.
The more
maybe-
popular ones, yeah.
Yeah.
A&T is even kind of
Yeah,
popular.
A&T.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure that they'd be able to take care of the players the way that other schools can't. So.
Could that possibly be a counter move to the growing trend that you were just talking about, as far as you have these 3-star recruits going to HBCUs that could, hey, you know what I mean? They on the rise, so hey, look here now.
It could. my whole thing was I didn't agree with the NIL situation. My thing was maybe players should have just been given an allowance while they was there. So enough to take care of, like, if you're staying on campus, we're going to give you X amount a month to take care of food and clothes.
Yeah.
That's really all you need. Once you get off campus, we're going to give you, you tell us how much your rent and your lights is. You give us, the documentation saying this how much it is. We'll take care of that plus food and clothes.
So you can focus on your sport. Whatever sport you're on, you can focus. Yeah.
But giving an 18-year-old
$2 million,
$3 million, yeah, that's crazy. So
it's
But every player don't get that money though, right?
not every player, but still giving them a substantial amount of money while you in college, you just coming out of high school, could be like disastrous.
No, because I don't understand I understand the NIL, but I don't understand.
I mean, I don't understand all the stipulations either,
Right, because
I'm removed from
like I say, if you just make the team, you get money, or do you have to get like an endorsement from somebody to get money?
I think you got to be endorsed.
Gotta get
Get
endorsed.
yeah.
So like when the FSU players was getting their NILs when it first happened, I think Game Street Pies endorsed the whole offensive line.
Yeah.
So I don't know what all they deal and like entailed, but
that's when they give them
somebody at least have to approach you or feel like it's reasonable to get in business with you. It's just like acquiring a brand deal.
Yeah. They give them an allowance basically as well.
So you can take somebody like the quarterback of a popular team, and they can get $20 million.
I think like Jordan Travis had endorsements with a
3 or 4
car lot
people.
here,
Yeah,
a hotel here, maybe like a restaurant or something. I think Hotel Duval.
Yeah, he had a couple of them.
Yeah,
he did.
So I think popularity also plays a role in that too.
But there's no cap on the money, is what I'm asking.
No.
There's no cap.
They
on
can
the
be
money?
fully marketed it like whatever.
Yeah.
Just like an NFL player. They made it a full business. Another question, this could be for both of y'all. A partner of mine that I talked to every blue moon, he went to Florida State, James Cope. He's an ex-player, older dude, Big Game James. He said if it was multiple millionaires just decided to take fam, for instance, if LeBron just said, hey man, look, this is my school, he can give the players, he can go get any recruit out there. I'm going to give you your $500,000 to come play for fam. And Samuel Jackson, I'm going to give you $500,000 to come play for fam. You can literally go recruit and grab people.
I think that's what they stopped it as, because even though they get the NIL deal, the payments have to go through the school.
They got to go flow through the school. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they don't agree with somebody's image for the school, then they're not going.
But if you got those type of boosters, you can literally go recruit anywhere and just grab people.
You could.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
But it's good because it's like now, if you think about that, what happened to Miami probably never would have happened.
That's true.
Right.
That is true.
So,
Yeah.
Because they was already ahead of the time doing that. That's what they were doing. Yeah. They were way ahead of the time.
Yeah, I'm talking. They were cashing out on.
Yeah. You talk about forward thinking.
Man.
It was decades ahead.
Way ahead.
It was decades ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. We was talking about shifting gears a little bit. You know what I mean? Because you're in the school system. And the rise of private schools versus public schools.
Okay.
How do you feel about that? You think that's a good thing or a bad
It's
thing?
a bad thing.
You think it's a bad thing?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because the only reason we got the rise of public schools, private schools, is because they're trying to funnel the money out of public schools into private schools.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line issue. Like, our politics here in Florida, I hate getting into politics, but our politics here in Florida, we've allowed some very like far right thinking and to get placed into the public school system. And you got like groups like Moms of Liberty and stuff like that getting into these school boards, and they're like dismantling the school systems. And like, we had a mass like book purge.
I heard about that. Yeah.
A few years ago. just this past year, before we had book fair, which probably a lot of parents probably don't even know this. Scholastics, you had to check off that you wanted diversity books in there, and if you didn't, they weren't gonna put diversity books in the book fair.
Yeah.
So I brought it up to our librarian, and she was like, "Yeah, we're not even using them."
Yeah.
So,
Scholastics.
yeah. So she was done using them because of like the split of money that the school would get anyway. So she had started looking for other ones to use, and I want to say last year we used somebody other than Scholastic.
Okay.
And this year was the same, but it's like now they're trying to keep books to help with representation and all of that stuff out of the libraries.
Diversity could be a very, I think the word is ambiguous. You know what I mean? Word. What types of diversity?
I mean, I think, in my opinion, I think all diversity is good diversity. Being able to exposes the word, but really it's just showing you that this stuff exists, and then that way you're not so taken aback by it when you come across it in the real world. I think it's a good thing because I know people have their thoughts on like sexuality, people have their thoughts on transgenderism and all that stuff, but I think if more people, you have the decision to learn further more about it if you want to or not. That's on you. But I think having the knowledge of what it is, what it isn't, helps with all of us living together collectively and being able to coexist.
Right.
So I think being exposed to all diversity is a good thing.
Even for a child?
Yeah, that's where I was about to go with that. Like, at what age? I mean, because most times, the whole pushback, the majority of the pushback, like you say, is with the
Age range.
Nah, not the age range, but I'm just saying the type is we'll just go ahead and be blunt with it. The LBGT,
Yeah.
You know what I mean, transgender and all those, the letter people.
Yeah.
Now on the back end of that, they'll throw CRT up in there. You know what I mean? But at the front end, it's the LBGT.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing too. So like, this quote going around that if you don't stand up for other people's rights, when it's time for people to stand up for yours, ain't nobody gonna be left. So that's kind of one of the things you have going on. Everybody's rights are being attacked. People of color, LGBT, letter people, other people of color, and then when the women's rights thing came, and all the white women was looking for help. Couldn't nobody really say nothing to do nothing or wanted to do anything because y'all let everybody else, y'all let all this stuff happen to everybody else. Yeah. It was, and that was the backlash from white women saying the whole time during the Trump thing, yeah, we're not gonna vote for him, all of this, and then he magically get in office, and it's because of the overwhelming number of white women voting for him. So, I guess my thing is with children is you have to. I think you have to be prepared to have them come to you and have that open conversation with them. Working in a school, the kids getting the information from somewhere.
Yeah.
So just because you don't know that they know about it, they probably know about it.
It's the evil thing I just don't like is that we know our teachers have to do an amazing job with our kids. It's all type of kids that come there. That conversation that like you was just having, I would prefer to have that with my child instead of a stranger. Because that stranger, have no idea who some of these people are. As far as you see the pedophilia and the different stuff that's out there in the world. So are you doing it for the right reasons?
I totally get what you're saying. I think most teachers are doing that to what's the word I'm looking for? 9 times out of 10, like de-escalate a situation.
Okay.
So, prime example, we had a kid in class. I don't know if I should be saying it, but we had a kid in class, and apparently some boy was staring at him. So he don't know why the boy was just staring at him. So, and being in the elementary school, kids do all kind of stuff.
They do
to just annoy people, get on their nerves.
They kids,
try and get a laugh. Yeah, they just being kids. So who knows why the boy was staring at him? But he was like, "Why are you staring at me? You must be gay."
Yeah.
And he in 4th grade.
Yeah.
So teacher had to pull him to the office and was like, "Hey, you can't say stuff like that because that could be offensive. That could put a target on their back. You have no idea what you're doing by saying something like that."
Yeah.
And I think most cases that's how it's been brought up to teachers. Like they just doing their job, and out of nowhere,
that hit them.
A kid will say something or do something, and now you got to hurry up and douse it out without trying to be offensive to the
You got to
kid.
tiptoe around it.
Yeah, and not give them too much information. And make sure what you're telling them they'll take back.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
So
man.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And I think the misconception is that you just got teachers out there like telling kids this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. And when that's not really the case, it's really like you can't just be saying egregious stuff.
Right.
Because it's not the time or the place to say that. So, and we don't want to offend nobody because, what if he is? We don't know. He's just a kid. We don't even know if he even thinking like that anyway.
Of course.
And that's one of the things my dad is like kind of put in my head with raising my son is that is just be open to what he may come to you with, and then give him enough information to not overload him. And from there, he'll make the decision. Because no matter what happened, I'm going to love him regardless. So
that overload is a big thing. I think about that with my oldest girl.
Because if they overload, like, what you notice with kids is when they get overloaded, then they spread that information with everybody. It'd be wildfire.
True.
So it's just...
And he spread it wrong because they don't know what to talk about.
They spread it so wrong.
Yeah.
So that's one, like, I want to say me and my kid was driving to school and somebody said something about sex on the radio. So he was like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "Why are you, oh my God," and and now he in 2nd grade. So, and then I just asked him, I was like, "Do you know what that is?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, what is it? Explain it to me." And he was like, "Oh, it's when you kiss somebody." And I was like, "That's not what it is." So let's not react to something if we don't really know what it is. And you can always ask me what it is, and I can tell you. But other than that, let's not just bring unwanted attention to it, especially if you don't know what it is. So
I think it's like a clear line between teaching and informing, if that's the right words I'm using, and grooming. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff, especially the way it's being taught, that's why teachers are so important. Like if you just, hey, look here, you're teaching the kid not to be offensive, you could say things that's offensive. And you grooming a child to be more accepting of a lifestyle. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. So one, I think a lot of people use the word grooming wrong. So I agree with how you used it. So but I think there is a clear line between teaching, informing, and grooming. And I think, at least in the instances that I've seen, people are just being informative. They're not necessarily saying you got to accept it. They're just saying, hey, don't do this because it could go the wrong way.
Yeah.
So what other people do in their schools and all that stuff, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some people, the way they say stuff may seem like it's coming off as you got to accept these people. Dang, why I said
I didn't think you was gonna stop. I thought you were gonna keep going.
But I think look, so I think the way people say stuff may seem like you have to be accepting when really, or it may be, that may be their intentions, but I think just being informative and then letting people make the decision on their own is important.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's with adults too, because
Information is power.
yeah.
A lot of people come unglued with the LB, the letter people thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people get upset, especially in our community, about the CRT issue.
Yeah.
My thoughts on the CRT issue is, just like we was talking about with the letter people, is I'm more concerned about who's teaching the CRT. You know what I mean? Now, like we was just speaking about the way Florida is set up.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of black history teachers.
Right. Because there's a lot of people that don't understand CRT.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you're learning something from someone's perspective that
They don't share with you.
you get
At
what I'm
all.
saying?
Yeah, at all, yeah.
Yeah.
But we go so hard to push this into somebody that, hey, look here, they don't care about any of our, real heroes, you know what I mean? The ones that's, is not as popular as your MLKs. I mean, they stay away from Malcolm X as much as they possibly can.
Right.
Harriet Tubman, you know what I'm saying, a woman, oh yeah, we'll give you that one.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, but what about all the other, you know what I mean, unsung heroes that we had, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that they might not agree with. You get what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Yeah.
So like I was trying to tell you about Highway 98, 20,
Yeah.
and 10, and what's in those areas out there.
Yeah.
Now, would you want them teaching your son about?
Nah, not at all. That's
You get
why.
what I'm saying?
That's why at the same time, me and my wife make sure we
Teach at home.
teach them at home. At least at the very least, inform him of people that he may not know about, so that he has a sense of like, man, I could really do anything.
Absolutely.
True.
Oh yeah.
So,
True.
and that's what I want. Like, and this kind of made me proud because they had a Black History report to do in second grade, where they made this poster, drew a picture of who the person was, and they list some facts about it and presented to the class. So he came to me and he was like, Dad, a teacher wanted you to, she said you may know who this person is that I'm trying to do the report on. So he was trying to tell me the name, and I was like, I don't
sound
know who
right.
that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to her, and she was like, yeah, he's trying to tell me about a guy, and I don't know who he is. And she was like, well, tell us what he did. And he was like, well, he was the first black person to ride in a boat. I was like,
Ride in a boat.
ride in the boat. But he's second grade, so
Yeah.
I was like, son, we don't know his name.
Yeah, hold on.
So I went and did some research, and the dude's name was William Taff. I think it's William Taffy or something like that. So he's the first black man to circumvent the world on a boat.
Okay.
Oh.
The first
okay.
man to travel around the entire world on a boat.
Okay.
That's dope. Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah, that's
you
a lot better.
You taught me something today.
Yeah.
So, because I didn't know a black man had did that.
Right.
And he's the third person the third or fourth person to ever do it.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. That's
Now, when
dope.
it comes to teaching a subject like that, like we're talking about CRT, a hot button issue,
Yeah.
to your son, do you feel that it's your responsibility to teach that?
Yeah.
Now, why should it be any different from the alphabet people? You understand what I'm saying? Or the letter people. For you to teach your son about sexuality, you know what I mean? Things like that, being accepting. You get what I'm saying?
Because just like you said with CRT, if you have a skewed perception of it or a biased perception of it, information ain't gonna come out true or unbiased. So I think, not saying that it should be solely taught by teachers, but
Right.
I think in that realm, teachers have an obligation to be unbiased. And most times,
Yeah.
I would say in at least 85 to 90% of the times, teachers are going to be unbiased.
I ain't gonna go that high now. I wouldn't.
I just think
I wouldn't give it that.
it's hard to put a teacher in that position.
What did you say? You said 85%.
85 to 90.
I
I say that because when you're dealing with multiple personalities, you kind of got to be.
Yeah.
Well, what I was trying to say is, I think it's not good to put a teacher in that spot as far as the school board that you have to get on these subjects because it's so deep. Now, if it happens, and then they can say, okay, now I have to circumvent this this one issue, but not try to do it amongst all these kids because you don't know what I'm teaching my child at home or what they teaching their child.
And I might ask that question wrong.
Yeah.
And with them being, whether you white, black, Mexican, whatever you are, you're that before you LGB or any other thing. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna see you first. So I think that's hard enough on its own without bringing in everything else. I think that's just it's just hard.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that.
A hot topic. There was a teacher. I don't know what state it was in. I think it might have been Texas or something.
Right in the hair.
Yeah. Now, do you think he was out of line for that?
First, I'm gonna say I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
Dangerous water.
Just because of the climate.
Yes.
Thank you, good brother. Thank you.
Being aware.
But if from actually watching the video of what was happening, and I think given the situation, I don't think it was quote unquote wrong. I can see how people say it's unethical,
Inappropriate.
but I've seen it's like because I've seen like you said, I've seen white teachers do the same thing. Nothing ever come from it. I understand we live by a different code, and I get that too.
Yeah.
I'm also somebody at the school who a lot of the kids like, and like from all grades, and I got kids that'll come up and run up and give me a hug, and I got to be careful how they hug.
Yeah.
I got kids who think it's cool to cuss around me. I have to nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
I got kids who know who Sexy Red is, so they be trying to sing the songs. I'd be like, you can't do that. This ain't the time or the place.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's being aware of, I don't know, just being aware of everything.
Yeah, for real.
All the possibilities.
Yeah.
All the possibilities, yeah. So, like, I don't know, would I have done it? Nah.
Because of the climate. Because
Because
growing
of the
up,
climate, bro.
because when growing up, it wasn't nowhere near that bad. You know, we know social media went like that, but
Like,
now,
I be hesitating to tell somebody their daughter look cute.
Oh yeah.
yeah. You got a beautiful daughter. Yeah, they might take it.
I be
wrong.
Nigga try to shoot me in public.
Yeah, for real.
I'm gonna do you another one. I'm gonna do you another one. Even on social media, Facebook, I be careful to hit the love button. You understand what I'm saying? You know, like if somebody say, you know, it's my daughter's birthday or whatever.
Yeah. You showing
and
love.
The girl beautiful.
Even-
you know what I
even
mean?
with-
You mess
even
around
with
hit that love
dudes.
button, they might take it.
Yeah.
Even with dudes, just like they'll say something and be like, I love what he's saying. I don't know if I want to heart it.
Yeah. It might look different. Yeah.
This nigga gay, huh? I don't want to.
What you doing loving my damn picture, man? You understand?
And ain't nobody on that. So
It ain't the same.
and it's crazy. Like we got to do all this mental gymnastics
Yeah, for something simple.
just for social communication, and then still have to deal with work, family,
It's a lot.
relationships.
It's a lot, man.
But I'm gonna tell you what though, it lets you know that you are aware of the climate, and you should always pay attention to the climate. And that's what got that brother fired.
Look, that's
Yeah.
if it's one thing my pops taught me was have awareness.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be aware of everything. Hey, look, we just remember watching went out of town to Orlando, and I want to say when we landed, before we left, we was sitting in the airport and I called him. I was like, "Hey, we finna get on the plane," and he was like, "All right, man, y'all be safe. Hey, keep your head on the swivel." I almost told him, "Man, you know, child like that." But I just laughed and was like, "I got you, Pop." Yeah, I ain't gonna never go nowhere or do nothing and not have no awareness. So.
Gotta have awareness.
Oh yeah. Check this one out, bro. I got another one. Curveball for you. Name me something that you love about 2024 black culture. Something that you love about our culture.
This year or just in general?
You can go either direction you feel. Name something that you love about our culture. Damn, bruh.
It's not that it's long, like it's hard. It's just I'm trying to figure out how to word it. So I guess you could say just our camaraderie. I think when we in spaces that we feel uncomfortable in, we show the most camaraderie.
Okay.
In spaces where I feel like we're very comfortable in, we tend to feel like we got to compete with each other.
Right.
But I love that when we're in uncomfortable places, we go out our way to make each other feel comfortable, so that we don't have to worry in those spaces.
Okay.
That's exactly what's up. That's a good response. Name something that you wish our culture just do away with. Or we could get past.
I wish we could get past the gender war.
The gender war?
That was a real good one.
Oh, man.
Real good one.
Let me tell you something on that. When we started this platform, we made it our business to stay away from the gender war. I think that is the most unproductive conversation.
Yes.
That is the most unproductive practice that we got going on. You understand what I'm saying? Other than violence and all the other stuff that we got going on.
And it's extremes on both sides.
Absolutely.
I just feel like one thing you're not gonna get me to do is hate women.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
One thing you're not gonna get me to do is not give my brother the benefit of the doubt. That's where I'm at with that.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about platforms and the gender war. Man, you get a ton of support. I'm talking
Everybody
about a ton
tuning
of
in.
support.
Yeah.
If we was talking about the gender war we were just up here, and no matter which side, we could be simps or we could be,
extremists.
Yeah, we could be woman bash.
It don't matter. You lean this way, and boy, you a simp. You lean this way, boy, you a woman hater.
Yeah, you understand? So it don't matter which way you lean, you're gonna get a ton of support, especially if you're very articulate. You know what I mean? You sound good, you dress good, you look good. You know, man, they coming.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, your numbers will blow up. But if you try to have constructive conversation, man, you talking about a slow climb.
Yeah.
I'm talking about extremely slow climb.
And this may sound crazy too, but like in my house, I try not to feed into the double standards. So in my house, double standards don't exist.
Okay.
So if I can do something, you can do something too. If she can do it, he can do it. So that's how it is in my house, because I don't want anybody leaning on that outside of the house. I don't want you feeling like because you know, you a woman, you got to have somebody open the door for you. You got to, you can't be seen pumping gas, because then that invite other stuff in. You know, you go to the gas station and you pumping gas, and then you lean into, I ain't supposed to be pumping it. Anybody can come up and be like, hey, let me
do that for you.
Let me do that for you. All right, your dude ain't here pumping. All right, that's, you know, I don't want that to happen. And then vice versa, like if I can hang out with, I don't want to say that. So, but if I was gonna say, like, if I could hang around women or something, then she should be able to do the same thing. But because I don't, that
right.
So,
you keeping it equally.
I just want it to be equal, and then that way can't nobody lean on something.
Let's go to that pump. Now you don't mind your wife pumping gas?
I mean, I don't.
I dig this right here. For a person to approach a woman, you know what I mean, with that, hey baby, you know the way you know, pumping gas, whatever. Boy, you playing a very dangerous game. You talking about the climate. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, if you go with that attitude, you know, well, hey, bro, I ain't know. I just seen her out here pumping gas. I thought she was single. Well, bro.
Because now I do have this thing where, like, so when we first moved into our apartment, and she, you know, the woman has to take out the trash. You be like, yeah, I get it. And then 5 minutes later, you see her taking it out. And I have to get it. I'll be like, hey, don't do that. We just moved over here. Nobody get no idea. Let me at least do it. Let me at least do it 3 times, and then you can do it. You can do it. Oh, we can do it on and off since then. So, but or like when we pumping gas, like it's been times where I've been on a business call, or I've been doing like social media stuff, and I'll be in the passenger seat the 1 out of 100 times I'm usually driving. So, and then she'll get out and she'll pump the gas, and then I also think people who insecure in that will be like, everybody gonna think I'm just some nigga sitting in the passenger seat.
That's overthinking, like, I don't know what, man. Because if you wasn't there, guess what she got to do? Pump her gas. That's what you got to do, man.
And who's not to say she's spending my $50?
You know, getting because like I said, I really don't want to travel too far down this road, but you know, the whole 50-50 conversation or whatever. Let me tell you something, man. I know how to wash clothes. I know how to clean up my crib.
Cook.
I know how to cook. You know what I mean?
In my house, it ain't no such thing.
Yeah, I understand what I'm talking about. I know how to do everything. It does. You know what I'm saying? That it takes to survive.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
You know what I mean?
That's the way it should
now,
be.
When
we on the same team.
Yes.
When me and her first moved in, I was the only one working. She was going to school. I was taking care of everything. When I decided to do graphic design full time,
It flipped.
Yeah. And then when I was able to get on my feet, and that wasn't to say I wasn't doing nothing. If she took care of the bills, I took care of the gas, what we was gonna eat, how we was gonna move around, that type of thing. Because I was making like little lump sums of money. But then once it got stable to where I could take care of everything, then. Or most of things, then that's what happened. So, and then on top of that, I think a lot of people just look at providing as the only
thing you do.
Like, Nah, so like a lot of women's arguments is, I go to work, but I come home, I cook, I clean, I do all of that. If you a dude and you just go to work and come home and that's all you do,
you kind of becoming a detriment.
I don't know why she's still.
You're becoming a detriment.
See, that's also a little subjective too, because it depends on what type of work you do. Now,
that's true.
If you like back in the days where you working on the damn railroad, slinging a damn sledgehammer all day long.
I'm pretty sure you ain't gonna want to come home.
You got the energy.
When I come home,
Yeah.
I used to get flack. I used to drive a cement truck. 15 hours a day, bro. You know what I mean? And my old girl used to get on me about me not wanting to go nowhere. baby, I've been in traffic all damn day
day.
long. And this is what
to be in traffic, and I got to drive.
That's what. Listen now, baby, we can go anywhere.
If you drive,
You got to drive. Hey, well, that relationship didn't last.
I mean, but that's again like I think it would all be good if they ended the conversations with, this is not a one size fits all thing.
It's not.
Bang.
Because like you said, it just depends on what's going on. Like insight in our relationship, I may work on the clock 6 hours, but really I'm working until we go to sleep because I got another business to take care of.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So as soon as I get home, I'm on the computer, I'm designing, I'm researching, I'm writing people, calling people, all that type of stuff. And then, she does her job, and now she's gotten to a point where she's doing stuff for her family, and she on the computer. So
Everybody busy. Yeah.
So, and it's come to the point now where we got a lot of time to make sure our son get things done for his school.
Yeah.
So
It's teamwork. It's a partnership.
Yeah.
And the
understanding, got to be
understanding each other, understand each other's and everything.
Understanding the communication is gonna be the biggest thing.
When you look at the climate, now there's no way. I'm so glad I didn't grow up at this time, because it's not about being together. It's about being separate. It's about I did more than you today. It's pointing fingers.
Yeah.
That's not how it is, man.
And go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I just don't think people are communicating.
Not
That's
at all.
all it is.
Nope, not at all.
Is I meet you, we go out on a date, we talk about some superficial stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I like you off of the superficial stuff. Let's be together, and then you find out that this nigga don't like to clean. She don't know how to cook.
You cannot have a family. Y'all cannot have a family. Neither one of y'all know how to do what you're supposed to do. No.
Like, he want to take 3 days off his job every week.
Yeah.
All that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
now y'all bumping heads instead of figuring out, how to communicate and work together. Or you got people that just overlook the red flags. Like, you got standards set up, and then you just overlook your standards. So,
Brother, let me tell you something. I'm talking about that didn't bite me. That damn destroyed. You get
Took an arm off.
I'm talking about, man, that damn near destroyed me. Let me tell you something. Listening to my friends, man, you too hard, man. You need to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. And I took that. I said, okay. Well, I went into a relationship. And I'm talking about, man, these were burning red flags. I'm talking about, man, these flags was on fire. You hear me? I looked past it. I'm giving the person the benefit of the doubt. And what I realized was, this wasn't me. This was my friend's thoughts that was in my head telling me to give somebody the benefit of the damn doubt and overlooking them damn red flags. Yeah. Exactly what you just said, bro. And it damn near took me out of here, bro. I was, man, anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get back to something pleasant. Let's get back to something pleasant, man. You got to the point now to where you want to teach kids about Photoshop, things like that.
Yeah.
And you got a class coming up.
Yeah. So class starts June 10th. It's only $100 to take it. Teaching people the basics of Photoshop. You can get started with learning the interface, learning how to edit photos, add text, all that stuff, how to export your files, all that good stuff, $100. And you get my free little ebook that comes with it, which pretty much reiterates all of that stuff in the class, and then it gives you some tools and stuff to help you at the end of the ebook with some places you can get free images, or if you get paid images, you can get where you can get fonts and stuff from, all that good stuff. So yeah.
Somebody interested in how they get in contact with you, good brother.
So all you got to do is follow me on Instagram at Debryne.graphics. So it's at DEBRY.graphics.
Okay. And you say it's a week-long class?
Week-long class, 5 days.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what's up. What's the hours?
It'll be 2 hours a day. I have 2 different time slots set up because I had someone approach me because they work overnight. So we got a 10 to 12 class, and then we have a 6 to 8. So any one of those, I'm only signing up 10 people a week. So want to keep it, small, intimate. That way people can get the information that they want to get from it. We have time to go over stuff that we already talked about, that type of thing. So,
ask questions.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. It's my first time teaching, so it's gonna be, y'all got to give me a little learning curve. But I promise you, I'm knowledgeable about what it is I'm talking about, and you're gonna walk away learning how to maneuver in this program.
Right. I'm asking this question out of order, so Harold, we might have to, do a little editing magic or whatever. But what is something that you're passionate about outside of graphic design?
So, y'all heard of the little Funko Pops?
Yeah.
What is it?
Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Funko Pops?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Like the action figures that's in the box.
Yeah, with the little big heads. Big
Yeah.
So I collect them.
Okay.
I started during the pandemic. So I got 100. I got 107 right now. So
load it up.
Who are you collecting? Is it a certain, you know what I mean?
So my collection is nostalgia based.
90s based, ain't it?
Well, just nostalgia.
Okay.
So anything that I liked watching, playing as a kid, that's what I'm collecting. So
games, anime, all that.
I'm a big Power Ranger person.
Okay.
So I got 2 sets of Power Rangers, and I got 2 from the first movie they did.
Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to Collecticon in Orlando this past weekend.
Okay.
So I got to meet Billy and Kimberly.
That's what's up.
Got
Okay.
them to sign the Pops. So back in November, I met Austin St. John. He was the first Red Ranger.
Okay.
Jason.
So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Got to
Okay.
meet Jason. He signed 3 of them.
Rest in peace to Tommy. Tommy gone.
Yeah. So and that's what made me want to start, because I wanted to meet him.
Okay.
That's my favorite
The
Ranger.
boy. Yeah.
Which one?
Tommy. He was the
Tommy,
green
he
and
was
white
the
Ranger.
Green and White Ranger.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you that. Okay.
Yeah. OG.
So yeah. So he actually started making me like my name, because I ain't like my name. I ain't like Kevin. I ain't like my last name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with when they call you to be the line leader.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like in the middle of the thing. So, but yeah, he was my favorite Ranger. And then we was locked in the house in the pandemic.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody going to GameStop, so I went to GameStop. And they had them on sale for $4.
Grab him.
So I was buying them. I was like, oh, they got the Power Ranger. Let me get these 2. And it was Jason and the Yellow Ranger.
Okay.
So, and then I got
I think she passed too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, that's throwback. Real.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got All Real Monsters.
I remember that. That's old
I
too.
got the Banana Splits.
Oh,
I don't know if you ever seen Cartoon Network back in the day, and they used to show the clips of the amusement park, and the little dudes in the costumes used to run around. It was like a dog, an elephant, and
I vaguely remember that.
but
It wasn't a show though, was it?
It wasn't a show.
Okay,
it was
okay.
just in between the shows.
Right,
They would just be running around the amusement park.
Okay, playing around.
So,
Okay.
and my dad is from Youngstown, and he said they used to go to that amusement park.
That's dope. Okay.
So he remembered them. So I got Scuba Steve from Big Daddy. I got I got some from Harry Potter. I got some from I got a couple of Marvel superheroes. I got a few Black Panthers.
Also, do you watch anime?
A little bit.
Any animes you got with your pups?
I've been watching My Hero Academia.
Okay.
I rock with that
That's
one.
my little
You
girl
ever got
favorite
into
one.
Demon Slayer?
Nah, I never got into Demon
Oh
Slayer.
man, you got to get into
But
Demon
I
Slayer.
was watching the live action on Netflix.
Okay.
Just to because I feel like I'm so late getting in the game with the anime because all of them got about 1,000 episodes.
Yeah.
You gotta watch that Demon Slayer, man.
Like
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
the live action made me want to watch One Piece.
Okay.
Me too.
One I think One Piece was gonna be real good.
Yeah.
I used to watch Dragon Ball Z back in the
That's my
day.
junk right there.
Sailor Moon. I used to watch Gundam Wing.
Okay, yep. That's another dope one.
I don't know. Some of my students got me wanting to watch Jujutsu
Kaisen. That's been the newest one. Yeah, everybody love that.
Yeah.
They got me wanting to watch that, and then I got what is it?
Naruto, Bleach.
Yeah, Naruto. My wife been watching Bleach.
Okay.
She was always into Bleach, so she done
That's what's
watched.
up.
She done watched all of Bleach. I think.
I like Bleach too.
It was Attack on Titan.
That's another popular one. Yeah.
Somebody want me to watch that. So
That one dope.
yeah, it's a few of them. It's a few of them I want to watch. I say I have watched. A lot of people don't really consider it anime, but I've been watching Pokemon.
Okay, Pokemon, yeah. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, I used to watch them.
Yeah, so, and I think what got me back into Pokemon was working at the school.
Mm-hmm.
I was a custodian first, and we used to. The first year I was there, we was throwing out all of the old stuff because they was getting new furniture, and Pokemon cards falling out of the desk.
Boy, we need to take them
So
from
I'm
people.
like, so I'm like, I can't throw the Pokemon
No.
cards. Especially when you find out like the Charizard going for like $1 million right now.
Yeah, the OG cards.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I can't throw away the Pokemon cards. So I just collected them, put them on my desk, and I'm looking, I'm like, I got my own money. I could buy Pokemon cards. So I had bought some Pokemon cards. So I got like a good little stack.
Okay.
So
you into the Comic Cons and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, so back to Tommy. So like watching Instagram during the pandemic, came across his page and was like, oh, they go to the cons. And people just be so happy to see him. And getting stuff signed. So I was like, yeah, I got to do that.
Gotta do
so,
it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then it was at a time where I was like, I'm not really living life.
Okay.
Just working, coming home, sleeping, working, go. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do some traveling, go out, and came across this page. I was like, I'm gonna go to these events, get some of these pop sides, and you know, I have some talking pieces. So geared up. I think the first one I was trying to go to was one in Atlanta, and I think he was gonna be there.
Okay.
And then I ended up not going, and then he passed.
Right after that, dang.
And so I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna ever meet him now.
Yeah.
But now his daughters are going around.
Right.
Okay, that's dope.
And they signing people's stuff, for him. And it's dope.
I've been wanting to go to one of the cons or whatever. You know, I haven't, but I still want to go to one. Check this one out now. You into cosplay?
I want to get into it.
Who would you dress up? Who would you cosplay?
So this summer I'm trying to get back into.
Okay.
Shape.
Yeah.
A few.
Tone up a little bit.
So the first person I'm gonna dress as is Bishop.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah,
that's the first person. I got that on my mind is Bishop.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Your wife into cosplay?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
She'd be a Bleach character if she did.
Probably. Yeah. So, and then but them cons, man, it's an experience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
My dog was telling me that Aunt.
We had our first one here.
Yeah, did you?
I didn't get to go to that. Was it good? I didn't get to go.
It was good.
Okay.
Like I said, Jason was there.
Came here too?
Yeah. Okay. They had Flash Gordon.
Old Flash, okay.
They had a few ladies that do anime. The lady that does Nurse Joy. Okay. She did My Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, that's dope.
Had a chick that did Goten. She was here.
Okay.
Dang. You had the dude that made the animatronics for Ninja Turtles and dinosaurs. So I had a dinosaur pop. the Baby Sinclair one, and he signed that for me.
That's good. Yeah.
And then you had some people that are like professional cosplayers. You had like booths where people sell cars and stuff. But it's Tallahassee, so it's not as big as
huge.
the one I went to in Orlando. So we went down there. We got there an hour early thinking, we were going to do something.
3 hours early, what you needed.
Yeah.
Man, we got there. We had to walk across the convention, and it's a big-ass convention center.
Okay.
We had to walk across the convention center, and the convention center probably bigger than this block. Had to walk across the convention center, down the escalator, see the line, like the width of the damn convention center almost.
Damn.
So we jumped in line. This is an hour before, so we was in line maybe 45 minutes for it to move, maybe a total of 40 feet.
Damn.
And then we finally, they starting to let people in. We get in there. There's so many people in there because you had Billy and Kimberly. You had Chuck Norris.
Oh, Chuck came.
You had the lady that does the voice for Ash Ketchum.
That's dope. Dang.
Guy that does the voice for Goku.
Okay.
Guy that does the
He just
voice
passed
for Monkey D. Luffy.
Okay. Yeah. One Piece.
Guy did the voice for Mario.
Dang.
You had a bunch of like
We had some
artists.
big hitters, man.
Yeah,
Great
you did.
yeah.
So, and then you had a bunch of booths with people selling Pokemon cards, sports cards, Funko Pops, like all this novelty, like anime stuff. So it was huge, and like we was only in there for 2 hours, and we were standing in line for those 2 hours.
Oh, damn.
Like we was in line to see the Blue Ranger for like 45 minutes to an hour. We was in line for the Pink Ranger like 45 minutes to an hour. After that, we was trying to get in Chuck Norris line. They ain't know where it started.
Great. That's a long line. You don't know where
They had no idea where it started. And this is VIP and the regular line. So the VIP line, like, they're wrapped around like 2 booths, and it was no telling where the regular line started. So we just left.
Yeah.
Dopest cosplay outfit you seen, and where was it at?
Dopest one. I haven't been to but 2. So we had the one we just went to. We had a guy dressed up as the Green Ranger.
Okay.
So like full costume, helmet,
Everything. That's what's up.
So, and then here somebody was dressed up as Sweet Tooth.
Sweet. I like Sweet Tooth.
Who was that?
Twisted Metal.
Oh,
Big
okay.
clown with the flaming
Yeah.
head. Oh yeah.
So that was
that
dope.
guy.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what's up. Somebody wants some artwork. Somebody wants some graphic design. How they get in contact with you?
So again, follow me on Instagram, Debryne.graphics. It's DEBRYNE.graphics. Or you can email me at needgraphics. That's NEEDGFX@DebryneGraphics.com.
That's what's up. I didn't ask.
The curveball.
Well, I asked a couple of curveballs.
Gotta ask the main one too now.
Oh, man.
Is money power?
Well, I'm trying my hardest not to get canceled on this. It's money power. I think it depends on how you look at money.
Elaborate.
A lot of people would say, yeah, money is power. We're finding out now that money is indeed not power.
And why you say that?
If you look at Diddy, if you look at Kanye,
Kyrie.
you look at I wouldn't even say Kyrie bouncing back, but Kanye, I think the only reason he's literally relevant right now, well, I won't say literally relevant, I would say the only reason he's continuing to make money right now is because he owns his brand and he can sell it for how much he want to.
That's good. Yeah.
And he's selling everything for $20.
Okay.
So you're gonna always be sold out
Every time. Yeah.
every time. Which if he would have had the opportunity to do this earlier in his career, we probably would have a different Kanye. But
That's true.
I think money definitely offers a sense of security or peace of mind, depending on how you move.
Okay.
So if you move like the average Joe, then you'll have peace of mind. You ain't got to worry about nobody coming after you, nobody trying to take what you got. But you can live comfortably, do what you want to do without consequence. Well, most stuff, legal stuff, without consequence. And I think that's like, if it were up to me, that's what I would want, is to just be able to treat the people around me good, make sure they all right, and definitely set up for the future. So
Yeah.
that's it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Is Diddy going to prison?
Diddy definitely going to prison. He definitely going to prison. He going under the prison.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for what?
Man, assault. It's only that,
you talking about that video?
That
They said
video.
they dropped everything.
Yeah, they ain't charged him for that video.
They dropped it.
Yeah, they ain't charged him for that video.
I think it could add to the
His other
validity
stuff.
of the other stuff.
Yeah.
So because what, the statute of limitation probably going for that.
Yeah,
video.
I think it was. Yeah.
So, but it only further solidifies like what
Who he is and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to find. Nah, it probably won't be hard. I was gonna say it'll be hard to find somebody who hasn't been paying attention to the media for this to get on a jury.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
his image bad. Yeah.
but I think once you put that video out there, it was just public knowledge. So I think you could use that in the trial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you put that in there, it'll
Sway the mind. It's quick.
yeah.
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 Because I don't think they formally charged him with anything.
They have it.
They have it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have it. But I think they doing the same thing they was doing with Trump, is building up a case,
And hit you with
taking
the
their
sledgehammer.
time,
hit you with
taking
the
their time so that it's bulletproof. And once they lay it down, it's a wrap.
You got anything else here?
No, I don't, man. If you can, pull your plaque up, man. Let people see what you got, man. They
yeah.
see it in certain angles, but man, hey,
yeah.
he doing some real work, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And doing some real work out
Yeah,
there.
you want some cover art for your album covers. You know, you need any type of graphic design. This is the man to holler
Yes,
at right
sir.
here. This is the real deal, certified
deal.
gold. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
And the platinum may be coming soon, so we don't know. We're gonna see.
That's
That's
what's
what's
up.
up.
That's what's up.
Exactly
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah.
KG brother, blessings today, tomorrow, and forever, good brother. Thanks for taking the time to sit down. and
Appreciate
talk.
that.
Oh yeah. Appreciate
yeah,
you,
man.
man.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Till the next time, everybody, y'all live right, play fair. Holla at us.
Peace.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge, I'll never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made a glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You should've put your hands up. I promise you the Retta got them handcuffs. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education. How about let's fight for our reparations? How about let's teach our next generation? Big Bad Harold, Mr. Gray Fox. Let's give them motivation. When life switch